A volcano is a geological structure through which magma emerges that is divided into lava and gases from inside the earth. The rise of magma occurs in episodes of violent activity called eruptions, which can vary in intensity, duration, and frequency, from general lava flows to extremely destructive explosions. Occasionally, volcanoes acquire a conical shape by the accumulation of material from previous eruptions on the submerged crater or boiler. Usually, volcanoes are formed in the boundaries of tectonic plates, although there are so-called hot spots where there is no contact between plates, as is the case of the Hawaiian Islands. Types of volcanoes according to their activity. Active volcanoes. Active volcanoes are those that can enter into eruptive activity at any time. Sleeping or inactive volcanoes. Sleeping or inactive volcanoes are those that maintain certain signs of activity. Extinct volcanoes. Extinct volcanoes are those whose last eruption was recorded more than 25,000 years ago. However, the possibility that they may wake up and release an eruption stronger than that of a volcano that is active is not ruled out.
Types of volcanic eruptions. The temperature, composition, viscosity, and dissolved elements in magma are the factors that determine the type of eruption and the amount of volatile products that accompany it. Hawaiian. In this type of eruption, lava is generally quite fluid and explosive. Gaseous detachment does not occur. These lavas overflow when they pass the crater and slide slices along the slope of the volcano, forming through currents that travel great distance.
Strombolian or mix. It originates when there is alternation of the eruption material, forming a stratified cone in layers of fluid lava and solid materials. The lava is fluid, giving off abundant and violent gases with projection of slag, bombs, and lapilli. Volcanic. This eruption is characterized in that large amount of gases are released therein. The released lava is not very fluid and consolidate rapidly. In this type of eruption, the explosions are very strong and pulverize the lava.
Pumice, a very porous, froth-like volcanic glass that has long been used as an abrasive in cleaning, polishing, and scarring compound. It is also employed as a lightweight aggregate in precast masonry units, poured concrete, insulation, and acoustic tile and plaster. Pumice is pyroclastic igneous rock that was almost completely liquid. At the moment of fusion, it was so rapidly cooled that there was no time for it to crystallize. When it solidified, the vapors dissolved in it were suddenly released, the whole mass swelling up into a froth that immediately consolidated.
Small crystals of various minerals occur in many pumice. The most common are feldspar, agate, hornblende, and zircon. The cavities of pumice are sometimes rounded and may also be elongated or tubular, depending on the flow of the solidifying lava. in pumice occurring among all volcanic rocks. The cavities are usually filled with deposits of secondary minerals introduced by percolating water. The glass itself forms trees, fibers, and thin partitions between the bicycles. Rhyolite and trichite pumice are white enzyme pumice, often yellow or brown, and pumice basalt, such as occur in the Hawaiian Islands, pitch black.
Pumices are most abundant and most typically developed from felsic silica-rich, igneous rock. Accordingly, they commonly accompany obsidian. The major producers are countries that range the Mediterranean, particularly Italy, Turkey, Greece, and Spain. In the United States, it is mainly in Rocky Mountain and Pacific Coast state. A minute fragment, it has an exceedingly wide distribution over the Earth's surface. It occurs in all the deposits that cover the floor of the deepest portion of the ocean and is especially abundant in the absent red clay.